It's a book. If you go there, you can see it in a sales section. It's the wisdom of ancient Egypt. And in there, they got the papyrus in that book on the contendings of Horus and Set. And that's the fight between the good forces and the evil forces, which is in that particular book, as well as ancient Egyptian literature by Faulkner. Ancient Egyptian literature by Faulkner has that fight between Horus and Set, the complete version, as well as ancient Egyptian literature by Miriam Litcham, Volume 2, has that fight. And if you can't find those, you can get From Fetish to God in Ancient Egypt by E. Wallace Budge that has that chapter of the fight. But if you read it from ancient texts, you need to get as many different versions of the ancient text that you can get, because we're dealing with white people who have problems translating shit. So you need to get as many versions, and you need to tell your higher self what the fuck is the real truth. You see what I'm saying? What is the real truth? And all. So let's go on. Let's go on. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Huh? Little old mama. Okay. At this particular time, all black people have melanin. The ones that still living, that the government ain't killed. But all black people ain't conscious. What makes you different than those particular ones? It's simple. It's simple. They all have melanin, they all have the black dot, but they do not all have an advanced heart chakra. When you, the advanced beings, came back down to reincarnate, to be the ones to get us out of this mess, your heart chakra became open. Which means, the old saying, his heart wasn't in it. Which means you gotta be real. Your heart wasn't in it. So what we mean by that is your heart chakra, everyone has melanin, but all black people, we see every brother ain't a brother. You've heard that before. The problem is their heart chakra is not open. Here's your chakra system, in your body. Hold on, okay. In your body, the chakra system, but the heart chakra has to be illuminated for you to obtain this particular knowledge. And what this means is this. You have the root chakra, the navel chakra, the spleen chakra, there's one, and you have the solar plexus. But then you have the heart chakra. If they're not radiating, if the energy on the kundalini is not radiating above the heart chakra, that means that their consciousness is down in the root chakra. So no matter how much you try to teach them this knowledge, the consciousness comes straight down here and it bounces off. They can't get it down here in the root chakra. The only way you'll be able to receive knowledge that it makes you want to understand more is your heart chakra has to be radiating before you can get to the throat chakra, the brow chakra, and the crown chakra. It has to be illuminated at the heart chakra. So your heart has to be in it. So that's what it means, don't cast pearls to swine, because most of the people are illuminated on the lower chakra, which is ruled by the lower ego. And in order for you to get what's really coming to you, you got to be illuminated on the heart chakra, on the actual heart chakra. And this is what's actually going on at this particular time. Now let me deal with some things right now, because we also know that the government went to Mars this summer with the probe. We need to ask this question. Why the hell would they send a damn probe to Mars and don't land where the base of Mars is? Which they took pictures since 1976. And why isn't that shit died out after a couple of rocks? About 2 or 3 weeks they showed rocks and that's it. You see what I'm saying? That's it. We need to ask that particular question on what actually went on. Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that there used to be black people on Mars, but guess who they used to worship? The motherfuckers down here. They used to worship us. Because they understood that those particular ones that was in the other star systems, not the star systems from way beyond, but our solar system, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, and all of those. Those particular entities used to worship us because they understood that the whole universe had to be redeemed from the lowest planet. And our planet would be the last planet, which in actuality is the first planet. So they used to worship us not because we were the lowest planet, it's because we were the planet on the mountaintop. See, the hologram has got you looking out in space, which is actually down, and the earth is actually up. So when you look in the earth, you're looking at the highest point of the northern heavens. So Osiris, or Osar, being up under the ground, which is actually inside of your mind, is the highest part of the heavens. So we are actually up, and the other shit is down, and they're waiting on us. So when the people on Mars used to worship us, and they built a big monument to it, to Horus, the Heru that was on earth. And they used to worship us because we were the sleeping gods. So they used to worship us. Very few should understand that at this particular time. Now, let's get into a couple of things. Let's get into a couple of things on what we're going to get into at this particular time. And I want to explain this to you. All right. The words, the 144 negative confessions. I'm going to deal with this right now. 144 negative confessions, which is in the book of the dead, or the book of coming forth by day, which Moses took 10 of those 144 negative confessions and made the 10 commandments from. Now, we don't deal on moralism. That ain't got shit to do with the immortals, which we are. Damn, who the hell is this? Some fools out there. And you know what? That might be energy. Because when I talk, and when other people talk, you always get some shit disturbing things. You'd be surprised. It might be some other type shit out there. They're more than somebody blowing a horn. The 144 negative confessions is the word negative means it ain't got shit to do with your physical body. Now let me explain this on what I'm talking about here. We don't deal with moralism because we deal with instinct. We just are. Now, what I mean by that is this. When we go into a question and answer, what we're going to do so we can get the ball rolling, because I want to get some things. I want to explain something to you here. When we first looked at this, the first Afrocentric scholars first looked at the 144 negative confessions. They thought that when the initiate used to have to recite this every time, they were saying that you physically I did not kill nobody, I did not go into man, I did not do this, I did not do that, which they changed to I shall not in the Bible or in the Torah. The key is this. The 144 negative confessions was not meant for you to follow. Because this is an illusion and you don't even exist on this realm. You never did. This is only a dream. The 144 negative confessions of I have not done this, I have not done that, ain't got shit to do with you physically. This is what your soul has not done, because your soul is pure. And your soul has not done it. Because hell, if it was left up to your physical body, we would fail 100. We got 144 of these motherfuckers to do with all the impurities and all of the doggone passions we got down here. You'd be humanly impossible. The only way you was able to do that shit is you'd have to be dead. So it's not talking about, now let me show you what I'm talking. It's not talking about what you didn't do as far as your behavior. It's talking about your soul is pure, and it's been pure, and it's on the inside of you. So therefore, because your soul being pure, you don't have to go around here doing no good behavior shit. And in this case, because we don't behave good, that's mercy on our ass. This means that your soul has not done these particular things. So the book of the dead is not talking about what a person is supposed to read and take a moral code and a moral law and live his life by. It's saying